All right. We're going to analyze the charts end of the day on Wednesday after CPI. Um, let's just start from the top of the list. Pull up my Notion. So end of day analysis, next day outlook. That's basically what I'm doing. All right. Well, let's start with NASDAQ. So weekly, we've come back and filled that weekly fair value gap that we created on the higher time frame. Still, I guess we'll just use the magnet. We have reached a premium, and I have been bearish, even though, sorry, I have been bearish because we created equal lows. But if you go to the Qs, there are no equal lows. Does that mean that we won't go down? I don't know. But there's a clear draw on liquidity lower. And obviously we are moving higher. We've displaced higher. Technically not on the daily. We have not displaced higher. But on the 4-hour, we have created a clear market structure shift to the upside. This trend line was what I was using to hopefully get short today, but it didn't work. But yeah, we're back into a premium. Just really confusing market right now. I thought that we would reverse today. We've had red flows every single day, but anyways, we'll get to that. So before this leg down, we had a clear SMT with ES here at this level. As for the daily, we've rebalanced everything. Now we're just in the order block. So yeah, this is definitely still a rejection area that could reject. Thing was, I was looking for a higher time frame short, and with the movement from CPI making me change my mind, because to me that would have been the catalyst for that move, all the way down to these equal lows that we just talked about. But if you go to the daily, there is no market structure shift. It's just we'd have to shift above here to have a market structure shift. Maybe we'll have something on one of the other charts. So yeah, Dow Jones has one. Russell does not. So everything's looking pretty bullish, but we are missing that daily market structure shift that I would want to see to be super confident in longs. So short may still be the play, but it's just tough because I took a loss today. But yeah, market structure shift here. Let's mark that out. Or sorry, not market displacement. There has been a displacement, so there's a daily displacement. 4-hour, same thing, same area. This trend line is just what I'm using for selling short above, since retail is going to think that this is support. Yeah, on the higher time frame, just looks bullish, or at least on the 4-hour, on the lowest higher time frame. And then today, get the, guess it's not going to pop up. 1-hour chart, we came back down. We did not hit a discount. Doesn't look like it. Barely to the tick at a discount, I guess. But then yeah, we failed above this high. Let's look and zoom in even further. Failed above this high, came down, consolidated during the PM session. No displacements on the 30-minute. Okay, 15 minutes, still a failure swing, and then we did displace here at the close, regular hours. But it did get rebalanced pretty quickly. There are some fair value gaps in here. All right. Yeah, NASDAQ not clear. Not super clear. Directionally. Let me look at the flows. QQQ flows. Chop also not clear. NASDAQ has higher time frame, relative equal lows, but on the 4-hour, we have market shift, yet not on the daily. Wait. Am I just being stupid? I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, still don't. Okay. There is a displacement, so that might be good enough. I don't know. It's just tricky. I think we're gonna have to look at ES to get more confidence. But yeah, not super clear. Short still in the cards because this. Whatever. All right, let's just move on to ES. ES weekly. This is definitely into a premium. Does not have the equal lows. Buy does not have equal lows. Looks like it could just be going up. We've rebalanced and displaced above the last week fair value gap that was created. Daily displacement as well as the NASDAQ. It's flipped this weekly fair value gap and all the gaps. Don't know what that is. Old daily gap. I'm gonna switch this to green. Should have marked the other one. All right. So yeah, Tuesday displaced higher. Today CPI, we held it. We've closed above that prior daily gap. We're now into the same area similar area as NASDAQ, though we are lower, but yeah. So there is no clear drawn liquidity lower. I think if we came down, I think we would hold down here. So I'm still looking for if we could get short here. So 4-hour, obviously displaced. We have not displaced higher here. NASDAQ, same thing. Both have failure swings. Failure to displace, which isn't like a signal, but it's just a lack of a signal, which is telling. Yeah, failure to displace, failure, 15-minute. Okay, 15-minute, we did get a displacement, but it did get immediately rebalanced. We grinded higher, failing, and no shifts or displacements. So yeah, same thing on ES. Not very clear and not my style. So that's to me that's a signal to stay out because there's nothing that's clear. I mean, these are relative equal highs up here, so my first guess is yeah, we are going to go higher initially. So yeah, maybe tomorrow tomorrow there may be a change in the way the market's moving and shifting, so we'll take a look at that. Dow Jones, let's go to the weekly. Dow Jones did have relative equal lows just like NASDAQ did. Let's rebalance that weekly fair value gap, which now would be an inverse fair value gap, but don't know too much about those, so I'm not gonna talk about that. Okay, weekly. All right, the daily, we respected that regular trading hours gap. We've used that to propel higher. We still have a daily fair value gap to fill. This level's gone. That level's gone. We still have a daily fair value gap above us. We're into, looks like we're in a premium. Just eyeballing it. And we do have, excuse me. We do have a daily market structure shift. Here's the daily market structure shift. All right, now, yeah. So yeah, Dow Jones looks the most bullish, which is funny, out of everything. Go down to the 4. We do have a 4-hour fair value gap here, where the others did not create one. So yeah, YM definitely the cleanest setup. There are relative equal lows down here though, which I don't like. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna miss out on a long if it sets something up. This was just a level I was watching. Yeah, we've continued to shift higher on YM, even on the 1 hour. 1 hour has a smaller, clear fair value gap here. Mark that out. All right. Yeah, 4 hour, we've shifted out of this area. Bounced here. We have a new range. We have a new shift. So looking to use that to get long, possibly. We have bullish price action happening. But on the higher time frame, we do have those relative equal lows. Let's also got to look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Yeah, we got relative equal lows here. Not as clean, but yeah, similar. Let's mark that regular trading hours gap if there's one. Oh, I failed to mark that regular trading hours gap. I must have deleted it on accident. Like maybe I don't know what's happening there. So yeah, we're about to enter a gap. Maybe this is where we want to reject if we do. Shifted there, like it's supporting bullish price action. Have not tapped into the gap, at least what we haven't filled. All right. Okay, yeah, that level makes a lot more sense now. So yeah, YM has clean looking longs. but the higher time frame is has relative equal lows underneath, as well as the relative equal lows internally. Let's look at the DIA flows. Not much volume, but not much premium, but that, I mean, it is bearish. So it did have a nice pump in the calls at these highs. These put premiums have just been completely weird. Don't know what's going on with those. But yeah, looks like could get long here. Maybe we come down, break this area, and that would be a good area to get long. I'm gonna watch for that. Clean looking, relatively lows internally, but not as clean as on the stock ticker chart. So yeah, I mean, has been a buy strength, sell weakness market, and look at that. Dow Jones showing a lot of strength here. All right, Russell. No relative equal lows on the Russell, unless you're going to use the candle bodies. IWM, somewhat relative equal lows as well. But it's just hard to say, you know. So this is a messy chart, but we have not reached a premium still on the Russell. Also, we have not filled that weekly fair value gap all the way. I'm just going to delete the daily fair value just in the way. So this is a weekly inverse and a regular fair value gap. So we did fill some of it. It's a prior new week opening gap. Daily, no shifts, completely failure with relative equal highs. That's a clear short that I missed. Well, 4 hour. 4 hour, no. Ooh. Yeah, no clear market structure shifts. So yeah, no market structure shifts on any of the higher time frames. Definitely shouldn't be looking for longs on Russell yet. Unless I was really confident that this was the low for some reason, but I'm not. So not gonna mess around with that idea. There's relative equal lows here though. So that might be the only long trade idea I would have, which already kind of played out here. There were relative equal lows and it did play out all the way up into this fair value gap. Let me clean some of this up. I don't know what this red line is. Delete these alerts. Leave that one alert there. So yeah, it's totally bearishly taken out these relative equal highs as the short setup happened. We've shifted below this candle here, so there's a market structure shift there, which is a fair value gap as well. And sorry, a displacement. It's a 4-hour. We'll change that to actually to red. So yeah, there's a short idea. If we can come back up into there, maybe we'll have a little bit of redemption. And it's just a 2022 model. And relative equal lows. So to me, that's a pretty obvious trade setup there. It is above a high. With relative equal lows here. So maybe we come sweep those into this fair value gap here. Above that last true day open. Friday or yesterday's true day open? Yeah. Yeah, makes a lot of sense here. Looks like a short. So yeah, I think that, I mean, that's the definite most cleanest setup. I was expecting Russell to be stronger versus the Dow, but obviously we just confirmed that that's not the case today. Literally today. I was initially short in the Russell up here. Oh my goodness. And then I was like, oh no, I should be short in the Dow. And I was wrong. So it's all good. But yeah, we are holding these lows down in this order block here. And back out. Anything on the daily? Why did we bounce? Reached into it. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense why we bounced. Tapped into order block. But that doesn't mean it's gonna like, reverse or keep going. So we'll watch that. So look for the RTY tomorrow with the news. Okay, DXY, buddy boy. Looks like it's just the same. Doesn't need to hit those lows yet. Yeah, most obvious look right now is down. I mean, we could come higher, but this is just a displacement, so most likely we just come higher to go lower, or we just go lower, or we come back up into here, and then it just takes a long time, and then we go down. But very obviously bearish. JPY oddly is holding while DXY is heading lower, so maybe we still need to see. No, we'd have to completely reevaluate what the look on this is, but I'm not really watching it too much anyway. So yeah, daily biases unclear on the Nasdaq and ES so far, but shorter term bullish at the least. Need more price action. RTY clearly bearish, NYM clearly bullish for how I read things. So what specific areas? We've already basically talked about that. Where are you not seeing displacement? We've already looked at that. Did I set alerts? No, I did not. Good thing that's on there. Don't really need any alerts besides we crack that low or we come back above this to the fair value gap, because that's where I look for a classic short entry. Pretty dangerous, so we're gonna have to look for something to confirm it, since It is pretty low in the range until, yeah, I mean, I'd expect this range to hold. We're going to keep going lower, but you never know. 4 hour shift, 1 hour. Yeah, I'd probably zoom into the 15. I think I do like the short above these relative equal lows that we did take out without remorse. We came up, respected them, so I think could be manufacturing liquidity above them, which would be in alignment with this 15-minute fair value gap. And this order block, that looks pretty clean too. Yeah. So I'd probably go smaller size on all these trades since they're not like the most obvious. But yeah, there we go. Probably send it right here. Just to double check, is this into a discount or a premium? No, it's not. So yeah, at the minimum, well, I guess if I am gonna get short, I would risk this low, but that's not. Have to look here. Yeah, that's the issue. It's just not. And at that point, we're above the fair value gap. So maybe a very low probability short. Maybe we come up in here, wick it, and then yeah, that makes the most sense to me. Have to use order block or some sort of smaller time frame. Fair value gap. There is none until we're above here, up in here. But I wouldn't expect it to retrade all the way back up into here, would I? I don't like how these fair value gaps aren't into a discount. So we're gonna scratch that whole idea. I just assumed that it'd be enough for this. And on the smaller time frame, they've all been rebalanced. So if you don't use the wick and you use the bodies, which I don't ever do, I don't know. I guess you could frame it like that. If I was gonna take this, I would really go small, just because it's not like everything I would look for. And I would put my stop above here, targeting these lows would be what I'd want. So yeah, we'll just frame a lower probability short, because if you use the candle bodies, then yeah, it is into a discount or a premium, whatever. So that'll be the plan for tomorrow. And that's about it, man. That is about it. Yeah, regular trading hours, it is into a discount. So makes sense. Oh, you know what? We need to look at the regular trading hours more seriously though. Regular trading hours, took out these highs, closed the gap. Nothing there really clean. You have that gap up. We'll watch that. YM. Wow, RTY, look at that. It's like completely in a little bear flag, whatever you call it. Man, I don't know if I like that. I don't like it. I'm not shorting Russell. I'm not gonna short that. I don't like the regular trading hours because I know that this high took this one out, but to me that's just kind of iffy. It's weird that this was the old regular trading hours, sorry, the old regular equal relative equal highs, and they were all before the market opened. That's so weird. During regular trading hours, we did take it. No, we did not. But it's not even a level though. So yeah, I think I'm looking too much into it. Yeah, I'll still take it if it's small. Cool. All right, that's the stream. That's everything I got